maybe this isn't a play about give me more money up front in advance, so 600 or whatever. This might be a, oh, okay, you want to sign me again? Let's do a deal that includes my entire catalog, but it will give me a different rate on what I'm going to get in the future. Hmm. All right. So they said it now. They published the defamatory material on the 4th. They publish it on streaming on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, Tidal, blah blah. When viewed on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon and iHeart, it basically said exclusive license to Interscope, which is a division of UMG, since the defendant initial publication of the recording. The recording has been streamed globally more than 900 million times on Spotify alone at as the date of this filing. Um, the song repeatedly accuses Drake of criminal acts, including pedophilia and other acts that would require him registering as a sex offender. Um, hmm. Within the first minute, the recordings identified Drake by name and states that Kendrick has heard that Drake likes him young. Wow. Wow, this is a whole thing. Hmm. Okay. So they say the defamatory material is false. All the allegations is false. Drake publicly denies that it. They're saying that Drake had rapped on the Hard Part 6. He said, never been with no one underage, and that his name is now on the sex offender list. Okay. He's a target of violence. This is when they shot the spot. They're saying on May 7th across the globe in London, someone messed with Drake's OVO clothes and it read "Not Like Us." On May 8th, someone tried breaking his house again. May 9th, there's another trespasser. Okay. They continue to defame Drake by putting out the music. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, chat. This is a lot of stuff, man. I can't read through all 81 pages. This is a lot, man. Essentially, they're using like pictures from the Pop Out. Universal Music Group put up a picture of the Pop Out. They're using this whole thing where Drake's house is could be seen with the Predator things on top of it. They're also using what else? Let me see. Featured playlist by the label, which they're saying that they were pushing Kendrick's song heavy, right? So this is a cover art. They're using that again. Um, they're saying that they granted license for people to promote the defamatory material. Then also, hmm, okay. Now this part is about like this whole like Super Bowl thing. So watch this. They talk about during Kamala's campaign, she used a song. It says the recording also played during the highly anticipated roll call vote for president during national convention for the Democrats. The recording blared in the United Center as California Governor um, Gavin Newsom cast the state's delegates. The convention was reportedly viewed by 20 million people on 12 networks. The recording also became the postseason anthem for the LA Dodgers playoff run and eventually the 2024 World Series victory. The Dodgers had featured in the recording the hype video posted before the YouTube page. Lamar was set to headline the Super Bowl in New Orleans on February 9th, which will be broadcasted on Fox on information and belief. He has Universal conferred financial benefits and leverage existing business relationships to secure the headliner a spot, in addition to publishing and marketing. Okay, now they're talking about bots. Jesus Christ. Flex made a comment saying, why Flex even say this shit? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, Flex tweeted. All right, yo, chat. I can't go through this whole thing, bro. Like this is long. This shit is long, bro. It gets to the streamers though. Here, this is page 52, and I'm against what Drake is claiming here, right? Oh, we allowed stream. The mere fact they allow streamers to stream it and get paid, basically, is unusual, and that they only did it to like promote Drake being a pedophile. Nah, I'm not going there. RDC, Kai, obviously, we see Zia's name here. Also, they have Twitch streamer No Life Shack. They put him here. Okay. Now, if we go all the way down, they start showing that people felt this song was essentially defamation, right? And people were like, "Oh, I didn't know Drake was a pedophile until I listened to the song." And that's like textbook, like, "Hey, if you came away with a negative opinion that someone is a criminal, and they never had that thought before, that's more proof that that song was defamatory." Okay. Then they talk about how Drake was kind of threatened when it says, "Yo, if you go to Oakland," right? Which I think they got this wrong, right? They said, they quoting everything in this shit. Within the first minute, the song identifies Drake by name and states that Kendrick has heard that Drake likes them young. Say, Drake, I heard you like him young. The next line is a thinly veiled threat at Drake that he should be careful that he should never end up in prison, a place where child predators are notoriously targets of violence. You better not ever go to cell block 1. The recording continues to say that any woman who falls in love with Drake should be careful. Hide her little sister from him. Next, in a perverse reference to Drake's 2021 album, Certified Lover Boy, they say Certified Lover Boy is certified pedophiles. In a play on the dual meaning of minor, a person under the age of 18 on a musical note, the recording says that trying to strike a chord is probably a minor. Later in the recordings, Kendrick describes Drake as Malibu Most Wanted. The recording continues to say Kendrick and Drake and his people in the circle need to be served with a subpoena because, huh? Because a predator moves in flocks and asserts that Drake's name has to be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. Okay, a lot of this is lyrics. It showcased these songs being available on all DSPs with Drake's house on it. I definitely think that's a point. Since Drake publicly denies it, he says he's never been with no one underage, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie, Chad. That shit is long as hell. Give me a second. Okay. Now, let me go to Lawyer for Workers. they probably have like a slightly abridged version of the explanation that I'm gonna give, right? So let's see. Was this Drake thing?
Government said we ain't shit, and we ain't.
No. Is this it?
Fun fact: in 19,
Okay, is this it?
do you know how remarkable it is to watch the news and hear Joe Biden announce a ceasefire with Hamas? Not the end of Hamas, not.
Okay, where the fuck is? Okay, here we go.
Let's do a little reading lesson for you dum-dums who think that this document somehow shows Drake winning some big W for him.
So this, at first, people thought that the withdrawal of the petition meant that, Drake wanted a settlement. Again, I think Drake is making some accusations that you can't settle with. Like, for example, if Drake is making the allegation that you put out music that defamed us, if Drake wins this, you don't think Interscope is going to get sued or UMG going to get sued by the family? Well, I think they already are, by the family of Duck for King Von and also Lil Durk dissing these guys after death and all type of defamations. I mean, every artist could claim defamation when people say something about them, even indirectly.
Drake dismissing this petition in this way at this time is going out worse than he did in the rap battle. Check this out. He basically is just filing a document with the court, telling the court, hey, I asked you to start these proceedings. Cancel that. I don't want to do any of that. None of it at all. And then he tells the court what Spotify and Universal's position is on his discontinuance, on his withdrawal. He's asking the court, Drake is asking the court, can you stop this? So when you do that, you have to tell the court, well, what do the other people have to say about it? And he says Spotify has no issue. They're cool with me dropping it. Universal, you would think he can say that, hey, Universal has no issue. They're cool with me dropping it. Instead, look at what he has to write. Universal has reserved a decision on this issue, which means that the court will say, okay, Drake, you're good. Universal, you need anything? Which means that Drake's lawyers went to Universal and said, hey, we're dropping it. Can we tell the court that we're dropping it? They're like, no, don't say anything about my position. You go do what you need to do. Which certainly means, I can't imagine there would be a settlement of any type in these circumstances. And so this lawsuit...
And there wasn't, right? And then, he did another explanation.
Let's do a little reading lesson for you dum-dums who think that this document somehow shows Drake winning some big W for him. Reading is fundamental. First paragraph. Petitioner Frozen Moments LLC. It's serving a notice telling the world that we want to withdraw the order to show cause. Fun fact. It's not their order to show cause. They asked the court to issue it. The court did issue it. The court gave Universal until January 15 to respond. But oh, look what happened. Right before that deadline came up was second paragraph. A meet and confer. The parties met and conferred, which means we discussed, maybe by email, maybe by phone, maybe in person. When? A day before this document was filed. What did they discuss? They discussed this document. What happened at that meet and confer? Well, Drake's lawyers went to Spotify and they went to Universal and they said, hey, we want to drop this. When somebody comes to you and say, we want to drop this, you as the other side have a couple of options. You can consent. You can say, I'm cool with it. Tell the court I'm cool with it. Nobody did that. You can say, I have no objection. Tell the court I have no objection with the court letting you do that. That's what Spotify said. You could do what Universal did, which is don't tell the court nothing about me. I'm a reserve. I'll do what I need to do. You go do what you need to do.
Yeah, so essentially, they're still at odds. Hey, listen, I'm going to take a pause off reading this lawsuit, bro, because I do not want to fall asleep. I don't want to fall asleep with just, like, regurgitating. Why is my mic so low? We're regurgitating, like, all of this bullshit. Yeah, I'll come back to it in a second, all right? I need some type of fucking entertainment. I ain't going to lie to you. Okay. Did y'all see this? I'm sorry. I'd rather play Cardi B and Offset turning the fuck up. Or actually,
Okay, you guys. So Cardi, but I want you guys.
Anyway, so long story short, Cardi B and Offset got all type of squabbling going on. Offset got a new little white girl that he been fucking with. You know what I mean? Offset, new girl. And he's trying to, yeah, this is her. Is this her? No, that ain't her. What the fuck? It was some white girl. He been having her in the club or whatever. Anyway, he just got a new girl. Like, who gives a fuck who she is? Now, here's the problem. They're both trying to do like these weird things, trying to make each other jealous and like, toxic and crash out. And apparently he spent Christmas with his new girl and didn't get his kids like gifts. And of course, Cardi goes all the way off because I guess Cardi's like, hey, listen, you trying to be petty to me, that's one thing. Being petty to your kids, that's another. Listen to this.
Let the Lord handle people, and I'm not going to handle people because I could really ruin people's whole entire fucking life.
Wait, I think I switched the topic? Bro, reading this Drake lawsuit is just boring, bro. Like, I'm like reading the shit and I'm like, it's boring. I'm going to read the rest of it. Somebody said I'm running from the truth. No, my nigga. Yo, if I read that lawsuit, I was going to fall asleep in like, I'm kid you not, I was going to fall asleep in like 10 minutes. That's why I'm like, yo, let me at least get another topic in. I'll go back to it after this. I don't give a fuck.
Today, tomorrow, every single day, my mouth could literally ruin people's lives. But you know what? I just know that God will handle them. They're just not handling these people as fast as I want them to. By the way, do you guys know that my kids didn't receive no Christmas gifts from somebody in particular? I want to make it seem on social media like I was keeping my kids away from them. Like to make movies on social media, but purposely fly to New York to buy their kids gifts. And guess how many gifts did they buy my kids? Zero. And then motherfuckers want to do shit to, you know what I noticed? Every single time that a mother did something publicly to embarrass me, I noticed that they did that on purpose. Because a motherfucker that he was gonna ruin my year and have me up like they had me last year. But I'm so strong. I'm so fucking strong, and it doesn't affect me anymore. That even after you try to ruin me by being spiteful towards me and my kids, I still got my ass up and went to work. Your little games that you do for spite, that shit doesn't bother me no more, bitch. What hurts me though is when I'm trying to be spiteful towards my kids. That's pissing me the fuck off. And then you know what else be pissing me off? You know what else really hurt? Really hurt me, y'all? And I really want to let y'all women. When a mother, you do so much for a motherfucker. Lift them up when they're down. Lift them up when everybody turns their back on them. Pray for them before you pray for yourself. And then a mother come, bother your peace to tell you that you wasn't enough because you never listened. Oh, I wasn't enough because I never listened. I wonder if
Yeah, that nigga Offset from Gwinnett County, man. He don't want to deal with a chick from the Bronx, got mad attitude, running her mouth. That's kind of fucked up that he's saying it late when kids are already there and people are married, but you should have figured that out before.
everybody that ever turned their back on you and shitted on you were enough for you, but because they didn't listen, it wasn't enough. What a comedy. But you know what? God is so big. God is so. I just know. And I didn't even want to do this. But I don't like that when I'm at peace, motherfuckers call me private over and 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 over, and then do little shit behind the scene to piss me off.
Chat, I'm going back to the lawsuit after this, man. Jeez.
And then to piss me off, and then play in my face, and then play in my kid's face. You want to talk about, oh, you haven't accepted the divorce because you're not gonna agree on my terms because you just want to see the kids. You want to see the kids. You just call your daughter for the first time this year, yesterday, your newborn. You love your kids so much and you bought them shit for Christmas. But you came to New York to buy your other kids gifts. But you ain't bought my kids shit on purpose to spite me. Mind you, we was cool. We wasn't fucking, it was cool. Stop playing with me. I ain't listen. I ain't listen after you and your mama robbed me. Yeah, you and your mom robbed me cold. Wipe my nose.
What?
So you stop fucking playing with me. Ask a mother. What's today's date? Today's the 14th. Ask my the Christmas gifts at. Where the Christmas kids at?
Yo, Cardi, I ain't gonna lie. I thought you were up on the scoreboard versus Offset, but that nigga got you, man. That nigga got you, okay? That nigga realized at the end of the day, he pumped 3 kids in your gut. He done realized that at the end of the day, yeah, you're a breadwinner, you're a top earner, this and third, but he could fuck with you by fucking with the kids. Yes, there's some petty shit going on, and the reality is, you know, I don't know, I can't really feel bad for Cardi. She know the nigga who she was marrying. You know exactly how he is. You know he's petty. You know he would do this. You know he would do that. I can't feel so bad for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, he ain't get you your kids no Christmas gift because he tight at you for whatever reason.
Where the Christmas gifts at?
Now, of course, I don't agree with it for the kids, but Cardi being shocked is like out the picture.
And you know what? I already know why I already know I didn't want her to do this because stop using my kids for an excuse. You're not gonna keep using my kids for an excuse because these are the same kids that you ain't bought Christmas. Ho. Thank you.
You know what that tells me? That you was competing with me and I didn't even realize it. That just goes to tell me that you was jealous of.
Yo, Cardi, man, listen. Drop your album, dissing Offset, get your money, and just get back with him afterwards. Because I know, first of all, you got 3 kids by him. You're not about to leave. You ain't about to find another nigga who is going to take you that serious. Now you got 3 kids later, and you're the baby mama of Offset. Just do what you got to do, but it's coming across like you're hella pressed, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I fuck with Cardi. It's coming across like you hella pressed. And also, we don't even give a fuck about this type of shit. Where your music is at, right? Clearly, Offset got a gambling problem. Offset need to go, you know what I mean, handle his shit. But I think we just tired of watching y'all relationship. We've heard the same thing for 5 years. Offset cheats on you. If you're gonna stay with him, just get used to it. It's cool. All right. Yo, Offset, you've been cheating for a long time. She may have tried to text Stephon Diggs trying to get some dick on the side. She ain't get it, but she was trying to. Get over that too. The kids shouldn't be suffering. They don't get Christmas gifts because y'all beefing. They don't go here because y'all beefing. They don't go there because y'all beefing. Cut it out. Why are we in a group chat of Cardi? Yo, Cardi B's 30. Offset 30. Why the fuck we in these grown-ass people like, you know what I mean? We're in their business not voluntarily because they're sharing these situations. They need to like really fix it up. You get what I'm saying? And Cardi saying that Offset was competing with him. I'm not opposed to that. The dude was with a woman that was really successful, way more successful than him. Of course, I would imagine that she would make, you know, she would assume she would assume that after a while, after the love is society, that you're trying to live off her. So I'm not that mad about it. All right, I'm gonna get back to this damn lawsuit because y'all over here trolling me. Like I'm over here like scared of the lawsuit because of Drake. What the fuck? But it's just boring though. It's like nothing for me to talk about. Either that or I'm tired. I think it's because I'm tired. I think maybe that's what it is. Because it got some shit in there. It's just like long and boring. Once we get to like around here, I feel like I'm just, oh no, I feel like I'm tired of shit. It's 2 o'clock, chat. It's 2 a.m. At night. All right. Am I tripping? Somebody said I gotta keep the same energy. I am trying to keep the same energy. I'm just tired, nigga. It's 2 o'clock. I talked to Zias for 2 fucking hours. And I know I usually do about 6. All right, Jeff Steen, what'd you say? Thank you for the $5. It said Drake will definitely win the lawsuit. Drake is a febophile. He has attraction to women aged 14 to 19. What the fuck? Bro, stop playing with Jeff Steen. Get out of here, nigga. Is that Bin Laden in your motherfucking like bio? Talking about a PDF file is somebody who likes 13 and younger. Drake is not a PDF file. Nigga, you know in these definitions is a problem. Febophile? What the fuck is that? It's a primarily sexual interest in mid to late adolescence, generally 15 to 19. Y'all don't even know nobody who Drake has dealt with from 15 to 19. That's not true. That's not fair. Hold on. Okay. Somebody said, stop reading the chat. Half these people are ops. Okay, I would imagine half these. We got too many people. We still got like 18,000 people here that's just watching me just barely stay up reading this shit. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I feel like I should read everything, though. I'm fucking tired. UMG okay. Man, I'm getting the fuck off of here, bro. I'll be back on tomorrow to read this shit. I am not reading this shit tonight, man. Like I'm reading this shit. It just feel like words on a page, and I know I could find some good shit in it, but I am not focused to read it, bro. It's not the alcohol. I'm just tired. So okay, we'll come back with part 2 of this Drake pedophile thing. Not pedophile thing, but like lawsuit. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I should have streamed earlier. My sleep schedule is 2 o'clock right now. At 2 o'clock, I'm like tapped out. Says some of y'all was fucking freshmen when y'all was seniors. Yo, I can't believe y'all think I'm... Do y'all really think I'm ducking the lawsuit? I gave like so honest, unbiased. I said a lot of this lawsuit I'm not feeling. I'm going to be honest with you. All right. Like, I could talk to you. I can't read this shit. Reading this shit is like, bruh, it's too late for me to be reading this shit. I kid you not, bro. I promise you. It's too late for me to read it. But I could give you like a realistic, hold on. What the fuck? I could give you like a layman's term breakdown of how I kind of feel about it. Hold on. Okay. So here's the part. So there's 3 counts, right, that Drake is suing for. I have to scroll all the way down. Like, this is a lot of shit. Okay. So the three claims that he's suing for, one is where it is. The first claim is defamation. Now, I think that's I think that's a stretch, right? Now, I understand what y'all are gonna say. Yo, this is kind of textbook defamation if it wasn't wrapped in art. And if it also wasn't wrapped in the fact that in rap music, this is the normal. I can't see Drake winning this because if Drake won this, UMG, this would, I know some people feel like, Drake is doing this for the artist. This kills drill music, right? You making a song dissing me, dissing my dead friend, and dissing my dead relative, and that's probably giving me emotional distress, and then you're saying that I'm a bitch, or you're saying that you did something, or you would do, yeah, you're defaming me. You calling me gay, you're defaming me. You calling me fat, you're defaming me. There's just so many things that it would open up the door to that other artists would take advantage of. I just can't see why this would work in federal court, and not because the judge would just allow it. Is that Universal would have to realize this is the core essence among what y'all are claiming, that this is art. This you can't let somebody win a lawsuit versus you when they're now judging the content of the art and claiming defamation. So I do think if it wasn't music, if Kendrick had tweeted this out, right? Say all these things were tweets, I think Drake wins this easily. I think because of his music, I think they're going to try to explain it as artistic expression, blah, 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 blah. All right, the second claim is harassment. Now, this goes into the threats that Drake has faced. I think this is weak. Drake's a public figure, shit ton of security. I don't think people are going to really understand and empathize with Drake that his house got shot up during a rap battle when he's basically either been talking tough or on social media kind of like embracing some of that element. So I don't think harassment, and also you can't tie the shooting at his crib to UMG, right? I know he's trying to loosely tie to UMG, saying, oh no, it encouraged the atmosphere that got me X, Y, and Z. I just don't think that works. Now, the third claim is the violation of the New York General Business Law, which means the bots, right? So you're violating this business law if you are, falsely inflating these streams to make a song look more successful. Here's the thing about this lawsuit, and again, I didn't read the entire thing. Drake didn't come with any proof other than like YouTube videos. Yes, I interviewed a guy who said he botted some stuff, but I do think you need more to prove the bots. You got to prove a systematic approach to using bots to inflate streams, and I don't think Drake has done that at all. So again, the harassment claim, I say no. This third claim, unless Drake gets something in discovery that could show that definitively bots were used, and even then, I think the record labels are going to fight this tooth to the nail, just because if they're paying out because somebody used bots and that song got popular, they're going to have to pay a lot of other people out who would probably claim the same. So these things are our principal lawsuits that I believe that we're going to watch Universal defend it rigorously, because they can't allow Drake to remotely win any of these things, and subsequently it's not helping the industry, it's ruining the industry, because now they got to monitor the content that other artists put out, which wouldn't be good for them. Okay, somebody said Drake's a real GOAT. Yeah, of course, musically Drake's makes amazing music. Now, there is apparently a part where he says anti-Semitism, which is like, that's kind of odd. Where's the anti-Semitism thing? Okay, here we go. Now, so, so they touch into, they get into like some of the comments that were posted about Drake that they believe dropping the song caused these comments. So some of the comments went as far as to specifically reference Drake's 7-year-old son by name. It's scary. What if Kendrick said is true about Drake? The mother of Adonis, save your child. Oh, Adonis gets to play with the trap kids in Drake's mansion when he does good. I don't think Drake can attempt to even parent Adonis anymore. And be like, I bet Drake touches Adonis too. Many posters, they're talking about people who post on the internet, turn to racial and religious slurs against Drake, who is mixed and Jewish. For example, users on YouTube and X commented, it's Drake, that pedo Jew boy. Drake's Jew protection pedo team will get him off. I'll say it, the Jews are colonizers. That's who Drake represent. We got to take our music back from those devils. On a deeper level, they not like us. Understand, Drake is a Khazaranian Jew. If you knew the music industry, you know that they stole the identity of the biblical Semitic Israelites, us, and are claiming to be blah blah. Then it says stop by Toronto's for some burgers and to call Drake a Jewish PDF file. You know I had to do it for him, not like us, Kendrick Lamar, Keck Records, or Kick Shoutouts, Rosecrans. Okay. And it says, bro, Drake is a colonizer because he's Jewish. Yeah. I think this was a bad idea to use an anti-Semitic angle. I think it was a bad idea to use streamers. This lawsuit, I can't see it, bro. I just can't see it. I can't see Drake winning it. I can't see it helping him PR-wise. Like, I'm just confused. And this is why I don't want to speak remotely for Drake with this. Drake got to come and help us understand what the fuck this is about, bro. This just doesn't make any damn sense. You get what I'm saying? Yo, you trying to cite reasons for the lawsuit by saying they called you a colonizer is like, come on. Bro, I really just don't know, bro. Oh, they're calling me a Jew. I don't know, man. Somebody said, what's the status of Drake contract before all this? They were negotiating, talking to each other, and that was it. Now, looked like they were at a stalemate, probably at times. But of course, when you go through negotiations, that happens too. It appears that Drake has just blamed Universal for this rap battle and the things that were said in it. Somebody said, do I think Drake's gonna get? I think Drake's is gonna eventually drop this lawsuit. I thought the petition was gonna be dropped. Obviously, it was dropped, but then it's refiled as a lawsuit. I think Drake is gonna try a few releases. They're gonna let him release it. They're not gonna touch it, and we're gonna start seeing Drake bleed. And again, if Drake is a phenomenal artist, but without the support of the label, if he has to go up against artists that have labels, might not be the thing we want to see, if you get what I'm saying. All right, chat, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's 2 o'clock, man. I'm tired as fuck, and I know I didn't finish this whole lawsuit, so I'm really gonna come back and that'll be the only thing I kind of get into. I'm not ducking this lawsuit. I don't like the lawsuit. Like, I'm not saying nothing that makes Drake look all the best here. I think Drake needs to explain this shit, and I do think that Drake is fucking up by not understanding the conversation around this. Yo, once you get all the streamers and the internet reactors against you, they're gonna, like, those people drive narratives too. They're gonna make you look like a shitty person. Like, some of the stereotypes are gonna prove true. They're gonna say, oh, wow, of course he's this, like, guy who, who act like he's doing for the culture, but he's only caring about his bag, because as soon as we were making a bag, he's bringing us up in a lawsuit, which is kind of almost like throwing us under the bus. Like, even if we did get paid, like, what's the problem with us getting paid for something while you don't pay us, right? I just don't think this looks good. PR-wise, it's a horrible move. Obviously, there's a way that Drake could possibly win this. I just don't see him beating UMG. I can't see nobody beating UMG, right? All the moves seem to be not calculated and also seem to help and highlight Kendrick Lamar and Not Like Us even more. So really, at this point, I'm like, I'm hoping to see Drake pull a rabbit out of his hat. But if you ask me, I don't think it's coming. I think my advice to Drake would be, we got to move past this. Settle with UMG. Go cook up, chill out for a bit, drop some new music for the summer. People will miss you by then. Your career is far from over. But if you keep doing all these things that people are considering non-cultural or just kind of weird, I just don't know how you recover. It's not necessarily recover like something happened to me. I just don't know how you move forward when your label is not fucking with you. Twizzy, thank you for the 5. It says, would UMG let someone put out a song accusing Taylor Swift of being a PDF file, let alone help advertise the song? Yes. Yes, they would. They absolutely would. Now, granted, that's not the nature of the business that Taylor Swift is in because she doesn't do rap battles. But they have no moral code like that. And by the way, that's another thing about Drake. Even like, did you really think that you're gonna say, "Yo, you beat your wife and you have a kid, or not? Your kid ain't yours," and they allow that to go out, but they would stop this other guy? Yo, think about what rap battles are. Rap battles are defamation cases. Yo, I'm going to say this about you. I'm going to say I slapped you. I'm going to call you pussy. I'm going to call you the F word. I'm going to do this, that, this, that, this, that. I think Drake is smart enough to know. Conspiracy Talk says Kanye the only one to stand up against Jewish people and have a number one song. Kanye is the GOAT. Drake is finished. I think Kanye is in a worse position. Kanye has been kicked out of every whip. I think Drake has an opportunity to fix this if he drops a lawsuit, but I don't think he's thinking like that. Like, bruh, as I said, I'm still shocked why this lawsuit exists, man. Like, this lawsuit should
Yo,
never.
Ash,
What happened?
imagine getting your ass beat so bad that you file a lawsuit. Isn't that crazy?
Well, again, I don't think that's the main reason why he filed a lawsuit. I really think that, he's thinking like, these niggas played me for $200-300 million. Yo, I was trying to get 600. Now they trying to offer me 3. Yo, matter of fact, they knew that if I didn't come out on the best end of this battle, I would probably like lose a few points, and yeah, I understand why.
So why did you do the battle?
That's a good question too. Why, if you're gonna think like this, why do the battle?
You should have ignored the nigga and got your 600. But if you'd have won, would he have done this? No. He'd have asked for $1 million over. He'd have asked for another three more.
That's a good question. And again, as I said, I don't know if Drake gives a fuck about explaining it to us. Like, he hasn't dropped a statement about it. He doesn't, like, he'll post a selfie. It doesn't look like he's ready to try to explain anything. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, we gotta stop with is it a culture? What is it? Culture appropriation shit. Like, cause Lil Yachty sued QC. So many artists sued their label.
Nah, Yachty
Like,
never sued QC.
what?
Migos did.
Act.
Migos did, yeah.
Look it up, Act. You know I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's different the way Migos did it with Drake. Drake is literally like suing company because he lost. That's literally what it comes out to. If he'd have won, no lawsuit. He lost, lawsuit. Nigga, that shit corny. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit's corny, yeah.
But it is here to say yes.
I mean, I said the same thing about when Migos sued QC, and I said, yo, what do y'all think? I mean, even though they did have a point, because Migos QC probably was double dipping. They were their manager and their label, and they gave him the lawyer.
Nah, Migos is way different from this act.
I mean, a lot of this is timing, right? Like, if this lawsuit had already existed before the battle, because even like we got to keep asking ourselves the question: if Drake washes this nigga, does he sue? That's the question where if you say, okay, if he washes him, he does sue. Well, yes, that means it's a good lawsuit, right? If you're saying he's only suing because of that, you're saying that he's trying to hide in disguise to do it another way to sue.
Don't you agree? He's only suing because he lost act. All the shit has to do with Kendrick.
Yeah, but no.
What do you see? All right, take out all the Kendrick shit. Do they offer him 300? No. He said it all stems from the battle.
Yeah, but again, it's not necessarily the battle. It's about how UMG affected the battle, but they affected it for a reason. I know it's not the best. Let me tell you this. Like, this lawsuit is hard to defend, man. Like, Drake's lawyers, like, everybody keeps saying that Drake is telling. Drake's lawyer, he sounds so white and so federal. Like, he makes Drake sound like a Fed. You get what I'm saying? Because he's saying things that just lacks even the understanding of culture and music and just even the music business in hip hop, that you're like, if Drake's feeding you this information, like, this is crazy, right? But I don't think that necessarily that's what Drake completely feels, even though I do think he's standing behind it.
Nigga act. The lawyer wouldn't say Drake shit. He hasn't told Drake.
Hey, I'm not a fan of the lawsuit, bro.
Nigga act. This shit is wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is wild because he
I
had
ain't
his
gonna lie.
fun.
Meek Mill should have sued. Meek Mill should have sued. That's a fact. After Meek got his ass
All right,
whooped.
real niggas don't sue after a beef.
Nah, I know Meek Mill's thinking right now, damn, I should have filed a lawsuit.
Nigga, everything Meek said, Drake is suing. Box and yo, you did this, nigga. The way Meek said Drake won the beef, Drake is suing about right now.
Nobody believed
You don't want to talk about that though, right?
Nobody believed that Drake won his battle versus Meek by bots.
Nobody thinks Kendrick won by bots. Act Not Like Us is a smash. Nigga. Act, do you think Kendrick won because of bots?
No, absolutely not. I think there was some bots used. I think it's negligible. But I think Drake wants to prove that these things in manipulation was involved. And here's the thing, you can't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Drake must have did his due diligence to make sure he don't have no bots like that.
Nigga, Act, you don't think it was bots and shit like that helped Drake in the narrative to win versus Meek? You don't think that was a thing?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Stop it.
Yo, Meek, one of the dumbest niggas on earth. I think a second grader could be. Yo, the nigga said sell TikTok to me, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, AJ, come on, bro. Like, you know.
Hey, why can't he get TikTok?
Yo,
what's the problem with that?
Meek qualifies for like some special type of retardation. Like, bro, he could be getting a monthly.
What's wrong with him trying to buy TikTok?
Bro, Meek one of them niggas that when you see him without a helmet, you're like, yo.
So Drake is now suing UMG, and more info about the lawsuit has came out. I don't know why anyone's surprised about how everything is going. Drake, honestly, is ruining his legacy and career bit by bit, and it's so sad for me to say. Him with all these lawsuits and stuff. Like, okay, let's say Kendrick is botting and all that stuff. Bro, botting is to a point. I like what Ack said before. Rappers like Drake and stuff, they're in their own little bubble. Their Entourage is never playing Not Like Us. He's never seen Not Like Us. He did not know the song was that big. But yes, Not Like Us is a hit song. Like internationally, Drake is the bigger artist, but when you're at the top for so long, bro, people don't want to see you there anymore. And I feel like that's the case what happened with Drake partly. And also, Not Like Us, it's a bop, bro. Like, it's an anthem. Like, bro, it's sad to say. And Drake, man, Drake might be one of the most hypocritical rappers. You know, he's emotional. Like, man, I don't know. I don't know how to defend it. Um, just gotta wait and see. Like the lawsuit, him putting all these people's names in there for reacting. Like, let's keep it a beam, bro. Even if UMG didn't make it so like people wouldn't get striked or something, they were still gonna react, bro. And the reason why it has a lot of views is because this it's what was the number one song for however many weeks in the biggest rap feud in the last like 10 years. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's say roles were reversed and you were the one that dropped a Not Like Us on Kendrick. Anyways, it's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm out.